any marksman that is great at late game, he will be able to carry the game.
100% agree. And also adding on to that fact is that Bray doesn't have a lot of time to adapt to the synergy of the new RSG, especially when Jay is being brought uh,
Sent
ahead. Everyone else
to
once you jump in, the only way to escape is only if you catch someone.
if you don't have that opportunity, honestly, is actually going to be a little bit difficult to catch up onto the Kalia, given the amount of mobility that he has. But Flicker has already been expended. That is actually a very crucial Flicker, because we do have got the turtle that's coming up right now. I'm not too sure whether it will come back in time or not for the next turtle, but hopefully it does. No, sorry, next Lord, actually.
Easy turtle take for the side of Evil. As Bray out of position, busy trying to find trades up on that top side. So far, Evil still leading the charge with 3,000 gold. If they can maintain this mid lane aggression, they might be able to take down RSG and see through that snowball to the late game.
Early game compositions are always going to be really tough to hold on to. They may have had a pretty decent early game. They only have got about 3,000 gold lead, but hold on a second, bottom.
Nice hook, but Tsunami Slam back in closer. Taking on 3, gonna fire airstrike, dealing with tons of damage down. Gear with the split, able to get that in, able to sustain a little bit more till his mates go back to safety. They lost 2, but they managed to just cut their losses right now on the mid side. Vincent, 1v1 on top of the shadow kill, able to cable himself safe. Saved by the minions too.
I think that largely we don't really see Vincent in team fights all that much, or these kind of skirmishes all that much, but at least, and probably, we want to play more on the macro, right? Because the moment that they kind of stop getting that advantage of the early game, they no longer have the goal advantage. That is when they will want to look for other avenues of winning. This is a very front-to-back competition, hands down front-to-back, right? With the Bruno onto the side, their main win condition, but they can actually just focus and see what Vincent is able to bring to the team. He does have very good split potential, with not much people being able to catch up onto him, except for Bray.
Now, 20 seconds till the Lord spawns up. RSG does have the aggression, does have the damage from that Farsa and that 1-1 alone. Oh, Gear taking a little bit too much damage, able to walk himself safe and out of the way as RSG sets their sights up on that top side. They see where Vincent is, but the hook lands and down goes Powerful. He's gonna fire an airstrike to try to zone everyone out of the way. Gonna flank from Vincent as well, trying to find his way down to Roy. But Gear is left alone, also his own devices as is closer. Sent to the graveyard, they go. Might be able to take out Jay though. One more hit won't be enough as Gear falls to the hands of RSG. They will be able to blitz down that Lord. Will be a very tricky situation for RSG to try to contest for this one. Out of position, out of the way. Evil snatches this one up.
Okay, so with the Lord taken down, it's all fine and dandy, and that should give them a bit more leeway and breathing space. Now, of course, a quick little roundup, we do have to slide the fight that eventually splits up into 2 is a EXP lane for an EXP lane. So there's not too much losses coming in from RSG. In fact, they have it a little bit better because I think that they managed to bring down Powerful, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-for-1 trade, definitely towards RSG, and I think it's slowly creeping in. The Lord pick, though, with the Lord advantage, I think that this is going to help them a little bit more in recuperating in the previous fight.
Abstract, you know, from an assassin standpoint, typically you're not used to you're used to go for pickoffs, but in the late game you're more of a split pusher, and I think Fanny at this point has the advantage over Hayabusa because the shadows from Bray right now if you're not level 15. But hold on a second. Speaking of shadows though, shadow kill almost taking Vincent out of the way. It's a 1v1 anime mid-air fight, but Bray will not be able to take Vincent down with him.
For more of these turrets going to be taken down with the middle lane T2. Bottom lane T2 is definitely going to go down due to that single Lord that is marching in. So no problems whatsoever, and with the top lane being very heavy as well. Evil will now have got a bunch of turrets to their name, and this is going to give them a lot of money.
Oh, trapped in. The burst comes in from Vincent, though might not be enough. Gonna weakness points. The crossbow tang will chase and keep Vincent out safe as now.
Continuing to see Evil hold on to the lead. They lost the lead previously, but just because of the Lord, they now have got more lead. This is 4,000 gold worth of lead, and this can actually bring them to a pretty good spot from here. I think that Bruno has definitely Bruno has reached his house by quite some time ago. CS is slowly starting to be there, but Bruno will still definitely win in the 1v1. Not like we're gonna see that anyways.
Contesting on the purple buff, I think Jay wants to go for a nice day of fishing, but Traction Pulse unable to hit. Got a credit airstrike as well. Tsunami Slam, closer, taking a little bit too much damage, gets burst, annihilated by the side of the villains. They take one, they'll leave. It's RSG. Man, they're ramping up the aggression, but closer can't seem to soak up the damage enough for try to
ensure that. There's only one thing that keeps coming into my mind whenever you say fishing. Morning!
Morning! Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Good day for fishing, ain't it? I clearly watched way too much content.
Yeah, me too.
Clearly way too much.
Oh, I get you, I get you.
Yeah.
Now in this Lord though, Jay constantly going fishing,
Yes.
trying to get a big bait.
Oh?
You the big bait, getting caught up with the Tsunami Slam. Over the wall they go, closer left all alone onto the back line, but here comes Bray, finding an angle onto Powerful though. Might not be able to take him out as the heals come in. The sustain from the back line is too much as Bray falls. Gets a pure wipeout, look at the back. You got Vincent taking everyone down. They might be able to cycle this through, Abstract.
Oh my goodness, that's absolutely... Oh wait, Vincent. Taking a little bit too much damage, but I think they're fine. They've got a full wave ahead with all 5 men that is still alive. They didn't even need to go for the Lord. In fact, they take this game with their early game advantage.
Man, what went wrong? I saw the backline that Bray was in, but Vincent just easily clearing out 3 members from the side of RSG, and no one could stop them. That's why I said, like, the playstyle that Closer brings, it does not match the tempo that Jay wants to bring to the table for RSG.
Yes.
For
your bloody hunt is just so important.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think Lucas might be a...
That they want to play the Lucas. They want to win in the lane. They know. They kind of ease up some of the tension if they want to play a little bit more aggressively, but I don't think that is going to be their main problem. In most situations, I will always want to have the T1 part of the middle lane taken down so that they can play aggressively and take away the opponent's fun. But this game, for RSG, they need side lane control. They need to bring down the side lanes.
Ooh, nice little juke from Ben to slide out the way. He's taking a lot of damage. Underneath the turret they go. Ben will fall as well. They're powerful. Next to fall, good attraction pulse down the backside. Sayla will take CS out as well. It's a 2-for-2 trade from both sides.
So good defense coming in from Evil. Even Evil themselves also understands that the side lane pressure is all that is one of the main winning conditions for RSG. Keep these side lanes up, and 1-1 will not be able to get enough farm.
I think that was a good counteractive play. He read the AOG like an open book, and Ven popped that flicker as soon as he saw Closer coming closer to him with the fist crack, with the dash to create a wall. So very good read from the side of Evil. You got the last turret of the game getting spawned up in 15 seconds. They're leading the charge. Unleashed Beast over from Gear. Passion Pulse closer, can't escape from the hands of the villains. As RSG trying to get busy with the T1 op on the top side. Turtle will get spawned up. Evil in a better position to get that contest.
Now the turtle is currently available. Evil will have the main turtle priority coming in, especially since they have about 2,000 gold lead, plus minus, more or minus. But RSG, they're definitely trying to look for external control and external pressure, which Bray is doing pretty well.
Yeah, starting things off though. No junglers being seen or in attendance on that turtle pit. Turtle gets a reset on the backside. You got a crossbow tang, taking down 1, taking down 2. CS still alive, but barely standing as Gear comes in from that flank, able to take 1 down as well. Jay was next to fall. Sayla barely surviving with his life. Closer will not be long for the world as Roy getting the feather out of the way. Caught out midair by that Nine-tailed fox, I should say. Here, still ramping up the aggression. Ray comes into question once again. It's Evil still barely salvaging that situation, turning that turtle into a lord, and this will be a big objective fight for both sides.
Is this a damage Lucas in the XP? It kind of feels like he's got a lot of damage. But hold on a second, let's talk a little bit more about this replay. Really do appreciate the fact that CS held on to the crossbow of Tang and only pop on the crossbow of Tang when it's absolutely necessary. Managed to find that kill even when it comes down to whoever that was underneath the turret too.
Oh, it's just trades for trades. Jumping back into the game, Gear already fell, and Vincent found an angle to take out CS. Now the Lord still barely standing up strong as Jay starting that Lord dance. Evil has to wait 5 seconds until Gear comes back out. You have only Powerful is able to zone the backline out, and I think the only issue that Evil has to deal with is Roy. With the Feather Airstrike, you need to be able to close that range with the Farsa. So I think for the side of Evil though, not too worried about this Lord. They are able to push down the bottom side as well. Now Lord third quarter, Vincent won't be able to get there in time though. They're starting things off with Brave. They're able to snatch that up though. A little bit too late, but they took that T1 down in process. Gear starting it up with the Unleash the Beast, dealing a lot of damage, but here comes Vincent as well. Here comes the Tempest of Blades, taking down 2 members of the side of Evil. Sven barely standing up strong, one side Powerful. Vincent, the cable out to safety this time, but RSG has to deal with the barrage of minions coming down from the bottom side.
But with the fact that RSG managed to take the Lord for themselves, this is even more breathing space. Seems like they managed to take control of the previous fight, and that was amazingly done from them. And moving on forward, I think that with the amount of AoE that they have gone, with the crowd control that they have gotten as well, this is the composition that we want to see from them. So they managed to fix that problem, right? It is still very ultimate reliant. So as long as Evil understands that, okay, we split fights up, we ensure that we don't give them all these big ticket plays, that would probably work out well for Evil.
Taking a look at the high ground, Lord leading the charge down to mid T3. Then dealing a lot of damage. They will be able to deal with this one. Discipline comes into play as RSG. Scissor starts up on Vincent, the back line. Bray takes him down. And Evil, 1 member down. You have to deal with the enhanced minions though. Gear already ready in position. Ammo locked in and ready to go. Unleashing the Beast underneath the turret. Gear taking a lot of damage from CS. Won't be able to make its mark. As Gear barely surviving up strong and barely breathing. Evil lives to fight another day.
Unfortunately, Evil is not exactly a lineup that does very well in defense. They don't have that good of a wave clear. So the moment that RSG has managed to get that kind of momentum and that tempo working out for them, I think that it's more or less in the bag for RSG, right? So the only one that can realistically be able to clear wave fast as well as to be able to split push, it will be Vincent. But other than that, normal wave pushing, it will be the Kimi as well as the Lucas.
Yeah. It's a huge power spike from Ven though. We've got a Malefic gun already built up. But still, no kill.